Let's go.
Bringing you nothing but hits after hits. This is GRIZZBIZ, my 2 cents.
You gonna come in here and be real mad.
I keep smoke by the pound and women by the dozen. Polo logos at the top, but I don't hustle around with nothing. Keep it real and play it straight. I like buy women and money, make it both ways, baby. We get paid by any means. Get the hustle from my daddy and it's showing in my jeans. That's why every celebration come equipped with Hennessy. Grab the backwoods on some Frontos, ain't no relos, nigga. Just a couple chocolate women and some red bones, nigga. And she tryna plug her homie, so her friends came with her. She don't know too much about it, just we ain't lame niggas. That's a go. Play it down the middle, tryna kick it, that's a go. Tryna get to know you for a minute, that's for sure. Hey, you know the vibe alright in here. It's a couple real niggas, room full of bad bitches. You keep that shit 300, babe, but we ain't fucking with you. I'm like, hey, senorita, it's really nice to meet you. It's a cold, cold world. You should come and be my heater. Get close, baby.
Bitch, you close enough now, back it up like you docking it. I'm not mincing my words, bitch, make that hoe drop like it's rocks in it. I keep quiet like a sock in it and let you climb on top of it and pop the trunk, remove the system, give your bastard son or sister. I'm half playing, never mind me. I've been off the shit since 7 times 3 and there's plenty pussy, but I'm choosing you. I know you think I'm God, but you ain't met the crew. I got plans for you. I ain't gonna hold you, but your man ain't for you. Promise that you notice me, old looking ass nigga. You grown and life came to get you. That ain't your baby, that's your trophy. That make my thoughts, that's what your whole thing. I heard her planning out the whole thing, and now you just baby food, baby clothing, and I bet you wish she never met the whole team. GK effect.
This your boy Grizz,
And I'm your main man, Greenbag.
and this is the GRIZZBIZ My 2 Cents Show, powered by.
Can you hear my intro? We live? I don't. This guy. I don't see none of my girls. You drive me batty. I'm telling you. Are we live or no? I don't know. So are we live? GRIZZBIZ My 2 cents. We are live. I didn't get the intro or anything, but anyway. What's up, people? It's Wednesday. Black History Month coming to a close. I think we may have one more week or a couple more days of it. You know, the weekend. And of course, we've been giving props to some black men in Cincinnati who have been doing their thing as far as entertainment and community services and things of that nature. So we wanted to continue today and end out Black History Month with showing some love to our sisters, queens, and the Queen City. How about that? I was waiting on my co-host to come, but of course they are divas. Is that a black woman thing? Diva? I believe it is. We were slated to have Stephanie Godshout on here and discuss her business. What was it? A virtual assistant. But she had a death in the family, and so prayers go out to her and her family. I was a little upset first, like, "Dad, can't nobody get on the show?" But when that happens, ain't nothing you can do but go tend to your family. So our prayers go out to her, and maybe sometime in the future we'll reschedule so she can tell you about her business. I was moved by a video of her and the accolades that she has accumulated while starting this business. So obviously it's a business that is needed with the metaverse, that crazy stuff, that Oculus. You can keep that for me. This survey says that's a no. I'm not gonna do that. it was cool to play for a minute, but I could truly see you being in the Matrix with that thing right there, buddy. You have that on for a couple hours. That's worse than the daggone PS5 or any gaming system like that. That right there puts you in there. And you can see how um we talked about somebody getting harassed on there because I, I harassed somebody. I did it on purpose too. You know, when you put the thing on, the Oculus on, you go in, and there's other people in there. And this particular lady was in there, avatar, and I went to bumped it, pushed it. I didn't do anything foul, but I wanted to see if somebody was there. And her, when she said, I said, "Hey, somebody here? Are you here?" And she said, like, yes, like she was watching me push her. And then I thought that was really crazy. And then you go into these rooms, right? And they had the Foo Fighters concert and a whole other different room with all these avatars and people in it. So it's like a real concert virtually. Uh, it was wild. And when I took that thing off, man, it took me a minute to readjust, just like Neo did in the last one when he came up out of that thing and look around like, hey, what's going on? What's the problem here? You know, so. But it's a lot going on, man. News you can use Wednesday to Wednesday. It's been jumping. It's COVID ain't gone nowhere. But COVID is slowly not being the main topic on the news right now, if you paid any attention to it. You know, now it's imminent. They putting sanctions on Russia for Putin. Putin. They putting sanctions on them, but I don't think that will matter. I think it's going to be a World War III for real. Wow, really. People, man, this right here is something else. You got to be dedicated and to sit here and talk to yourself. Really, that's what I'm doing. Give my girls their props. So I go ahead and talk about some stuff. You know, I really want to talk about that Megan Thee Stallion. I remember when everybody was on the story about Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. I told y'all then that guy didn't shoot that girl. Still don't think he shot that girl. And he didn't shoot. There was fragments. Uh, 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 her foot wasn't shattered. And for the simple fact, I told y'all then, she was not. They went to their party with Kylie and her girl, and I told y'all then, if y'all watch that video of her and Kylie in the pool or whatever, I don't know where her girlfriend was, but Megan was really agitated with Tory Lanez. He was really agitated. So, guesstimating, he went on and did and hollered at old girl. They probably already was being hollered, as you see from the text and I mean the what's on the news today about that's what he was apologizing for when he did the songs and everything else. It wasn't because he shot her. It was because he got busted hitting both of them. Probably trying to hit Kylie too. You know, but that's what she was mad about. That's where the fight and everything came about, allegedly. You know, that's what that was about. And I told y'all, it's getting ready to come out to the world. My thing is this: if they prove that Megan is lying, or maybe she's not lying, but in her head, this is the scenario that happened, but it really didn't happen the way she thought it happened. Is her credibility gone? Does she reap any repercussions from telling the story wrong, and vice versa? What if Tory Lanez really tried to make her dance? Make her dance. Y'all, everybody made memes about Della Reese and Eddie Murphy when he shot that pinky toe out. And we're not laughing at Megan, so don't think that we're laughing at Megan. But that was funny. It was funny then, and it's funny now. You know what I'm talking about? I was laughing my ass off, and I would laugh my ass off again. You know, so that's what's up with that. Holy smokes and Batman! Look what the cat broke in. I was trying to give these girls, they black women queen props, and of course they come into the room diva style as usual. They leave me hanging. They always leave me hanging.
Not true. Not true.
And last week, first of all, let's give a round of applause to Ivy L. She made one diva style as usual. You know, nothing I can do about it, people. This is how they do. I'm sure Joe is walking around holding her cape behind her long trail behind her, and the kids is running. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes over in that house, royalty. You know, and
I wish.
tell me all types of stuff. No, Grizz, we're not going to be on the show today. We're going to meet Joe is taking me out to a 5-star steak restaurant.
Oh my Lord. Chris, knock it off, knock it off.
So we will not be joining you today, okay? Deal with it, peasant. Deal with it.
Oh my God. You going overboard today. How was your Wednesday to Wednesday?
It was pretty good, you know, except for the day that I'm at the house because my transmission in my car is going bad. So I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to knock over the head for $3,500 to get this mug fixed. It's running, but Lord, I got off the highway today. The mug was coasting like, oh, Lord, have mercy.
Oh, jeez. If you know how this life go, for that one thing, it's going to be another. So,
right. And I could be upset and mad and shit, but I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. What I was trying to do was get me a new car. But my wife telling me, no, we trying to get this and trying to get that. So a car is out of it. You got to deal with it. And I'm
make it
work. What the hell? What part of the game is this?
Make it work. You know that elevation to the next level be crucial.
Crucial, boy. We got to make this payment. We got to be on time with this. We got to do this and do that. Blah, 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 blah. I'll be like Charlie Brown, like, wah, 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 wah.
And because of her, you will have reached a goal probably before the end of goal deadline. So be thankful that God sent you such a persistent woman.
Yes. If that's what you want to say, yes. We're going to go along with you because it's Black History Month and today's show is giving Black women, queens, y'all props. And I'm going to do that.
Happy spouse, happy house, okay?
Just give y'all applause because y'all holding down households, jobs, husbands, cutting toenails, and all types of other stuff, changing diapers, you know what I'm talking about, dealing with people outside the house, you know what I'm talking about? So I wanted to give y'all props. Tyann, where is she at? I don't know. She probably got a bottle somewhere.
That's why you mentioned cutting toenails, because I just had to cut my kids' toenails last night.
See, I know these things. I have special powers. I know these things. These things come to me.
No, for real. This is day to day. We doing what we got to do to keep everything in rotation.
So many times, y'all are so disrespected across the world, across social media and everything, and it behooves me, I like that word, how Black History Month really wasn't taken too serious. You've seen a couple posts about something, but other than that, no media cover, not even individual Black folks saying a couple things about it, but in general, if you're on social media, you're looking and you're seeing, you don't see too many things about Black history. You know,
this month we did not get a lot of Black History Month stuff. Mainstream racist white America says that we got our Super Bowl halftime show. Deal with it, suck it up. That's all you're getting. And that was pretty much that. They've been protesting everything that was anti-Trump.
So much going on.
here lately. So, and I think with all this other world news and events that's going on, it really was a time to kind of stay away from. You had what's that? Police officer Kim Porter that just got the 2 years, and Ahmaud Arbery's murderers were just recently sentenced, and it's just been a lot going on for Black History Month. So I think as far as media, social media, because it's also filtered. I just think they really kept it to a bare minimum. Whether or not you may post or shared different information, you may have been filtered. So I can't really say that we didn't see a lot because there weren't mentions. I think we didn't see a lot on purpose. So
On purpose. I agree with you.
yeah.
I agree with you. Well, how was your Wednesday to Wednesday?
Busy as always. I'm just being a mommy, a wife, and trying to be a do-gooder. And, I'm just chilling, though. I can't really say too much new is going on other than just, whatever events pop up within the day.
So let me ask you. I just want to do a little background with you. What made you want to get into the media? If you was doing, people might not know, our co-host was pretty doing her thing down there in Atlanta, and she came back home, so we had to snatch her up because everybody said, your peeps is down there doing her thing, blah, 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 blah. So people might not know your background and just seeing you jump on the show or whatever. So why don't you tell the folks a little about yourself and your credits and so forth? So they just don't think I just get you somewhere.
I think one of the biggest things that got me interested in podcasting was not podcasting. It was originally I wanted to just be able to interview different genres of people with different demographics for different events. I wanted to be someone that probably would go to different events and interview the attendees for whatever reason. That was my initial view of what I would do. And then that turned into me initially getting into a podcast, and I learned that I liked it. It was enjoyable. It's fun. It was, something, it was a way to inform the people, you know what I mean? Without it being via radio, because that was the other thing that I thought I wanted to do, was to be in radio. So before you go to broadcasting school, or you really get a lot of information on the background of broadcasting when it comes to radio, you think like you could create a playlist and it's like a DJ kind of a thing. That's what I envisioned when I first thought about I want to work on the radio. I thought I would be like a DJ. Like I could play the songs I want to play. I could interview the people I want to interview. It was going to be something that is totally not. So, and then I came back to Cincinnati after doing the original podcast. I was on a podcast called The Mayor Show. And it was the same kind of setup as our original setup. It was two guys and me. I was the only female. And so I was kind of like the mediator that brought everything into perspective from a woman's point of view. And we talked about all kind of things like how we do on this show. So fast forward, I come back to Cincinnati and I start my family. I do the family thing. And then I went to Ohio Media School. So I go to Ohio Media School and I find out that radio is nothing like what I thought it was going to be. I won't say what you don't think it'll be. It was nothing like what I thought it was going to be initially. So I kind of got disinterested. We were going into the COVID thing as I was coming into the end of my course. And I really just kind of felt disinterested with the school part of it because it wasn't going to create the end goal that I expected. So the lack of passion was there. And then we linked up. I think it was pretty much a phone call We was like, yeah, let's do it. So I came on board to the GRIZZBIZMY2SENSE show, and the rest pretty much history. We've been doing this and, you know, trying to create a fan base and move forward with this movement pretty much ever since. And if anybody has watched the progression, I think it's been good as far as some of the interviews we've done, some of the people we've had on, some of the feedback we've gotten, some of the information we've been able to put out. I think that was really, for me, had been the biggest portion of it, because when I created the Ivory, the Aries kind of brand, it was really to be informative. It wasn't like an alter ego thing. It was just a way to create a brand and bring the information piece on an entertainment level. So people get to see, you know, the authentic side of me here on the GRIZZBIZMY2SENSE show. Sometimes I'm silly, sometimes I'm serious, you know what I mean? But I try to be informative no matter what. I try to bring some news you can use. And I gotta also not forget to keep you reeled in. So
I'm about to go
off the deep end.
I'm about to go off the deep end. Give a round of applause, because she talking about something. It's not no. It's the alter ego Negro. Yes, indeed. And don't let the liquor get involved, because
the liquor is just a happier version of me. If anybody, now, if you've ever been drunk or seen me drink liquor, everybody calls me the happy drunk. I'm the happy drunk. I'm not a problematic person. I'm like drama. We ain't gonna do no arguing.
No. We're not saying you're problematic, but
happy drunk.
But what, Grizz?
I mean, on the show, because you start whippersnapping and carrying on and everything. But let's give the Aries another round of applause. Other black women doing her thing, and we appreciate her and love her for coming on the show. You know what I'm talking about? And enhancing it very, very. Just step into the room with us. Another diva. Ma'am, I see you got on. You got on your Laker. The Lakers are past, honey. We are in Cincinnati, and you look like you just left.
And you keep freezing, Grizz.
I'm just playing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for Tyann Capri. You know what I'm talking about? For being on the show. I want to give you your props like I gave Ivy her props. You know, you've been doing this media thing for a minute. You've been in the houses and TVs of people. They've seen you at events and so forth. They've seen you very professional, Tyann Capri at times. And they also see what's in your cup, Tyann. You know, but I wanted to give you your props as a black woman who's done a lot for a community as far as, you know, entertainment and so forth. And you being boy. You got 2 sons, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 2 sons, being a great mom, 2 sons, always cooking stuff, desserts. I see the love in the family, you know what I'm saying? So another strong black woman, wanted to give you your flowers, your props, whatever, too. And I wanted to ask, some people who might not know, who just tuned into the GRIZZBIZMY2SENSE show over the past, since we've been on Unanimous Network. Now, if they might be familiar with you with all your other stuff that you've done, but we want to get to how did you get started? What is your passion? What makes you want to get behind the camera or in front of the camera and do what you do? What started you out?
Okay, what originally started me out was my husband passed away 12 years ago. So, like, after he passed, I just got this big sense to, like, or an urge to do what I love and do what makes me happy, because he was 2 years younger than me, and at the time I was 30. And also the way he passed away, because he was a soldier. What you say?
Cougar.
He always says some shit.
My bad.
Yeah, that's one of my problems. I do be liking him a little younger sometimes. But anyway, so when he passed, I was actually trying to get his story told, and I had built a video about him. I had one of my good friends build a video, and it was like I kind of was getting blackballed. Like they had blocked me off of the Army website on Facebook and everything because I kept posting this video. He was exposed to ionized radiation, and it was like I know it's other soldiers that have went through that. So then after so long, I started thinking, and I said, well, what's better if people won't directly let me tell his story? How about I go into entertainment and people interview me and I'm able to tell his story? You know what I mean? So then I just decided to go to, what was it? I went to John Casablanca. And I was just that's basically like a modeling school and commercials. You do commercials, but they teach you how to do improv and reading off of teleprompters and stuff like that. But the
Where
week
was
after,
this at?
this is in it's out there on Reed Hardman, basically Blue Ash.
Is it still in existence?
I'm not sure at this point, but it had been in business for a very long time.
Wow.
I know a lot of people that went through them.
Okay.
But a week after I went there, I just happened to go to Rhinos. I'm at Rhinos, which if people don't know, it's an old club. It's Code 51. But I go in there and it's a book writer in there and he's got a table or whatever. And I was literally just walking through and he said, well, have you ever thought about doing movies? Now this is with us not even having a conversation. It's just like how things just start naturally flowing once you decide you're gonna do something. And I was like, no, but I just signed up for modeling and kind of acting school or whatever. So then he put me in this movie. Next thing I know, I was doing wardrobe and I didn't even make the first audition.
What was the name of the movie?
Man, I can't even remember.
Oh,
it had a crazy name.
Okay.
Yeah, it was an independent movie, but I can't remember right now. Oh, it was called Half Married, Half Crazy.
Okay.
That's what it was called. Man, he do have me in Lincoln Heights taping and all types of shit. But then this leads to me in John House, which is the producer for NXS TV. So this is how I got on Bounce Network, because I just decided to do a movie with a random dude, and I actually meet a TV producer. So then I end up on TV, not even like knowing how to write for myself or anything. That was actually one of the biggest things of my career for real, because I had to learn to write my own scripts naturally. Like I never went to school for it. So anything that I did on NXS, that was just naturally me writing, or even coming up. Like once I got better at it, it was me coming up with it myself.
Right.
So then from there, me and Bruno cool. So I would always go out after I would leave events and stuff. And Bruno knew that I love music, and he was just like, man, I've been thinking about starting a radio show, me and Reem. He is like, and I want you to be on there with me. And I was like, all right. And then that's how we started doing Uptown Radio 513.
Right. Excuse me.
Which is weird. It's weird because Ivory had the same story as like I was the only girl and I started with two guys too. So that like kind of made me feel good. Like, dang, we both was really in the same situation, and then now we're both on here with Grizz.
Getting to terrorize the hell out of him, because right back ain't cheating.
You know what? And look how it elevated, man. Of two males. Now look at here. I got two women on my side. You know what I'm talking about? We have elevated the game and changed the game. So hopefully we continue and keep pushing and doing what we're doing. So I appreciate y'all. Ain't nobody getting paid. Love and the fun of it, and everything will fall into place. Now, people knocking at people's doors and stuff. So, we being noticed. I was out. I ain't even mention his name, but anybody can figure it out. But last night, man, I went out. Locals, I ain't gonna say a national celebrity from here who's really hip hop, and you can't say his name without you can't say hip hop here or rap here without his name coming through. And we had a long conversation because he's supposed to be on the show. When I asked him again, like, dude, man, you supposed to been on the show. And the thing out of his mouth was my numbers. Our numbers wasn't up there. I guess, and I've seen that before where certain people might not want to fool with you because of your numbers not looking like you don't have 50,000 followers or 2.7K followers, this, that, and the third. When I hit him off with, when he said that, my wife said something, said he said something, I forget what she said he said. I didn't hear that part because I instantly, when he said that to me, I instantly was like, well, dude, shoot, I didn't have Spice One on here. Sugar T on here. I'm talking with your boy Charlie. I'm talking with your boy Big Crits. You know what I'm saying? Spice One. I'm just saying, like, dude, Cat Williams, you know, I said it take a time. And, you know, if people got out that box of their numbers, and I told him, like, dude, I'm not buying no bots right now. And you hear me say the right now part. The right now part. I'm trying to do it on the order.
I'm trying not to react.
The strength of our formula of our brew we got going here.
Right now, not right now.
Right now. So we're trying to do that. So I appreciate y'all hanging in there, and I know I'll be fussing and everything, but like you said, ain't nobody getting paid. People got lives. So I want to keep it fun and entertaining so you guys can come back and don't lose your passion. Because sometimes I'm telling you, a couple times I'll be depressed in the mug. Like, I'll be watching the shit like, that one had 8 views of me. And I was like, man, that's me talking to myself. Lord, have mercy. I see why 8 people just viewed this one.
I'll be depressed and talking to myself. Like,
so you gotta have a love for it. So I appreciate that. You know?
No, because people don't really understand. Like, when you do entertainment, you have to have a whole nother type of, like, you have to step outside of yourself a lot just to be able to perform.
Yeah.
Half the time you be stressed out just like everybody else. That's why I remember, like, you know, to national celebrities, like, shit, that's big shoes to step into. Always have somebody in your business. You know what I mean? You
gotta stay in character. If you don't stay in character, that's why I say, what you see is what you get. You know what I'm talking about? And that goes a long way. That dinner conversation last night ended up being real cool because Mug got to understand and see Grizz for Grizz instead of seeing Grizz on the ground with soaking wet, a Grizz Entertainment with a CD, with an 8-ball magazine, and all this. I hate this stuff that he didn't know about me. He's like, when he heard it from the horse's mouth, the whole perspective changed. Like, oh, for real. Because the nigga called me a foot soldier. And at first, I got mad, like, foot soldier. But then I thought about it, too. Like, in the game, as far as coming up in this music and entertainment world and being from Cincinnati and doing what you're doing, you always got to feel like there's a chip on your shoulder. You got something to prove. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. You know what I'm talking about? And you have to have the like-minded people who have that same vision or vision similar to yours. You can do what you want to do and get where you need to go. But long story short, yeah, it was very interesting and good conversation. So, and Cincinnati is, I ain't going to say on the come up, if we were talking about tours away. There's a lot of people doing a lot of different things.
To close it back.
We've been on the come up. I mean, we believe that from the beginning.
Yeah, but like we were saying, some of these cats don't want to listen. Some of these producers who do have these placements have given up more than what they should have given up as far as money-wise. You know, and I ask anybody when I had my label, I ask anybody, and I ask myself, I ask you and Ivory the same question. What do we want out of this? What do you want out of this? You ask any artist or entertainer or rapper entertainer or whatever rapper, you ask themselves, what do you want out of this? Do you want the money? Do you want the fame? Or you want to be behind the scenes? What do you want to do? You have to make a decision and say, hey, I got a voice. I have a platform. I got some stuff to say. You know what I'm talking about? We talk about stuff. So yes, that's where I'm at right now. And it's always, my thing has always been to have a voice, be able to say, because I have a light. It's like you two have a light. Everybody has a light, and it depends on how you want that light to shine. It's just in the entertainment world, sports, athletic, all of that, you recognize your light, and that's what's guiding you. Okay, this is what I need to do. So, yeah. But anyway, enough of that. Talking my head off.
That's one of the main things I think too, like, because when you have a platform like this, you can just authentically be yourself, and it's like a form of you being in control of what people see. You know what I mean? Where in normal life or day-to-day life, everybody else is trying to control everything, and everybody feels so entitled. You know, I like being able to voice my opinion.
Let me switch the gears back up. Back to you, Queens. Hey, who in Cincinnati do y'all want to shout out? Community and anything.
You froze. What you say now?
I said, back to the Queens. I wanted to give out shout outs and folks, women that you guys know that you want to shout out. I want to shout out my mama, my wife, all my female friends, cousins, black women who are doing things not on no craziness. You know what I'm talking about? I also want to shout out to Alicia Reese. She's been the foundation, whether people agree with her or not agree with her politics, whatever, but her and her family has been in that. Oh, watched her move up the chain, the path that she wanted. So we'll give her props. I want to give Faith Daniels, who's been on the radio for a while now, doing her thing, fundraising and so forth. And then the female DJ who does the teaching of the art of DJ and music. Can we give her a round of applause? I really do that. So if y'all know anybody want to shout out, I'm go ahead and do that, because it's the end of the month, and close it out with y'all.
I agree, it's being nice today.
Cricket. Can we get the cricket sound playing?
It's being nice.
They don't know any black women. I'm sorry, they circle of black women must not be very. Yeah.
Can you please
Jump right into that. And flow right into that. What are y'all drinking? That's the question.
Can y'all hear me? I have some kind of bad connection. All you keep doing is freezing. I don't even know what you're saying.
Yep, you going in and out. Like, I can hear Ivory clear as hell, but like when you,
I can hear y'all clear as hell.
Like every
I can't hear Ivory clear. I can now. Can everybody raise a finger? No, I'm sorry.
Hey, if you don't give a damn, she don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I get a finger.
Y'all get ghetto. Can y'all get back on topic? Can you hear me now? I said, ladies, please give a shout out to all the black women in your circle or anyone that's doing anything positive or whatever. You girls aren't helping me out. I'm trying.
Okay.
Oh, this is appreciation time. I could not hear. I couldn't hear what the hell you was damn saying. Shit.
I was like, I just heard my mama and my wife, and then it went out. I was like, okay, well.
Yeah, so I'm waiting on him to say something about his mama and his wife, and I'm like,
no, I said, I'm giving shout out to all the black women. It was my mama, my wife, my daughter, all the women around me. You know what I'm saying? I love you all. you girls. Then I want to give a
He
shout
talking about what we've been drinking. What you been drinking? Love Potion number 9. Let me give a shout out.
No.
Gotta be
And
black.
then I gave some shout out to Faith Daniels. She been doing her thing. This is a repeat. They're gonna be like, this nigga just said this shit. Faith Daniels.
Yeah,
doing
nah,
her
that's
thing.
only because we didn't know
Thank
what
you
you
for
were
giving us
saying.
And
I
then,
do have a great circle of Black women that's doing amazing things in and around my family. I have 2 amazing sisters. One of them, she makes really fantastic weed cookies and brownies. If anyone's interested in that, I actually have 2 sisters.
Give her a round of applause. That Black woman right there. She's got the baddest business in the game right now.
I have another sister that just bakes magnificent little pastries and little muffins and cupcakes and stuff. Like, I'm around a group of women that like to cook and are about their business. So, shout out to my eyebrow tech Jordan. She is amazing. She does amazing work. I want to say shout out to my other sister, Raisins Catering. She makes amazing food. She caters events, any size event. She does weddings, bachelor parties, coming home parties, barbecues, all kinds of events.
Them girls just need to go and get a plaza. They need to go and get one of these plazas over here in Forest Park somewhere, Springdale, wherever, like the Mexicans, and put one pastry here, and put the soul food here. And I told y'all, give them y'all game now. You go tell your family they need to put their minds together and finances together and go get the whole damn strip right there. Put up
You ain't lying.
I'm telling you.
You ain't lying.
You heard it first.
ain't lying.
Years, my 2 cents. I'm talking about.
I've got a couple of cousins. They do hair. One of them has a home health care agency. One of them has she does group home for foster children. It's all kind of amazing women around me. I'm not going to call everybody by name because everybody don't need to know the exact line of business because how sometimes people can be. But
this is where Ivory Aries come in and the ghetto still the personality. That's the shit I'm talking about.
I mean, everything ain't for everybody. I have some amazingly educated women in the family, some just all around talent and beauty. And my best friend, also, she just had a baby. Shout out to her little new bundle of joy and family. Let me see. That's what I got on before the news you can use.
Go ahead, your turn.
I hate being put on the spot, but yeah.
You on the camera talking about I hate being put on the spot.
You just direct tie. No, but, my mom and my sister, she owns her own beauty shop. I'm proud of her. My mom took on my little cousin that has problems. It's her younger sister's child, and she's been raising her for 12 years. And my mom, being 64, that's hard for a 64-year-old when all your kids is grown. But anyway, I also want to shout out to the girl. I just went right before I got on the show this morning. Probably why I was a little late. So I'm going to give a shout out to my girl, Sparkle Wilson, because she been throwing them plates out, and I've been copying one the other day. Talk about banging, y'all. I got to hip y'all. Her food is banging. But shout out to all the bartenders that's on the grind. What you say, Grizz? I can't hear him.
My internet is working. My shit is good. It ain't. I'm about to say mine is good. My internet is good. Well, that's good. All right now.
Shitty.
Okay.
Shitty.
Right.
Yeah, at the very least.
I'm gonna need you to get on Spectrum
News you can use. We need an introduction
Please
music.
help me with this, Smurf.
News you can use with Ivory.
Hold on, wait, because it's a lot of interesting things that are going on in the world, wonderful world of news. So before I kick my shit, I got to come serious right quick because we kind of touched on this and we walked around in the skippity doo dah in the same street as it, but we ain't go to the house and knock on the door. But now shit done hit the fan. And Putin done said, I'm coming for that ass with Ukraine. Honey, listen here. If this ain't news you can use, I don't know what is. When we talked about this before, we spoke about some kind of war was on the brink of a brew. We knew it was happening because they were selling these dry food packs and these basically survival packs like in local Sam's and Walmart stores. And people was like, oh, they just trying to get everybody all worked up. You know how the U.S. gets. I'm like, honey, no. Something is brewing. Now, it's not touched U.S. soil as of yet, but the Russians have already cyber attacked Ukraine, invading their bank infrastructure, technology systems, which basically at this point, they're going to be in control of the economic state.
Woo! That is crazy, ain't it? That's like one of these goddamn games that we play on the PS5, and they do the same goddamn thing, man. The world is crazy. They think, it's going down. We did talk about that shit.
Yeah. She can get real quick. And with us having allies with Ukraine, that puts us kind of in the middle. We all know United States try to be bullies. The way that it's playing into the American media is the fact that they're trying to upbeat that Trump and Putin had this wonderful relationship, and it would have never happened had Trump remained in office. And only because Joe Biden was elected is the reason why Russia felt compelled to go ahead and proceed with their threats against the Ukraine government. Well, they've had a long time fuel and feud. So have we when it comes to Russia and our standpoint with us trying to control what they can and cannot do. And Biden is steadfast, heels on their heels with the fact that he's going to sanction the shit out of Russia if they don't settle the hell down. So we'll see how much that how much fuel this sparks as far as creating some kind of backlash. Because everybody hates America. I don't care. You might live in America and hate America, but a lot of other countries hate America, and that's why we are the focus of so many terrorist attacks. And in some kind of weird way, it'll create, like we said, some sort of warfare here in our local United States of America.
You know
I'm
what's
not
crazy?
saying I told you, but I motherfucking told you. You hear me?
Y'all did. You know what's crazy though? Remember we talked about Russia has a missile that's remotely guided that can touch New York, it can touch San Francisco, and it can go undetected.
Grizz, that's what my husband did in the military. He was set at a certain station and he could calculate how far he wanted the missile to shoot, and it would shoot that far.
Yeah, you better be quiet, Diane.
No, seriously though, this is real life. We know that these things are a possibility. When it comes to warfare, Russia is one of the smartest and diligent countries when it comes to this type of warcraft. So we just definitely got to keep a close eye on it. I'm gonna say, really, don't play into so much of the it's all his fault and the finger pointing game when it comes to Trump and Biden. Y'all better be making sure y'all paying attention as far as the facts to make sure you and your family don't need to be heading to the basement with all your weaponries. That's all I'm saying, because it can happen quicker than you think.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't think they're gonna touch our soil.
And mommy,
Not saying it won't happen, but I don't think they're gonna do that.
Yeah, no, not intentionally. It don't
anything-
start out that way. That's what I'm saying. They're using this whole Ukraine thing as a diversion, to create whatever.
Yeah, I think on the lines that whether it be the American dollar crashing or because if y'all ain't paying attention or not paying attention, COVID is still talked about, but it ain't heavy. It ain't heavy like it was the past.
No. Well, they have mandated vaccines and whatever else they could do. They watched the backlash of it come. I think for most of America feels like the large mass of death has occurred, and at this point, it's optional whether or not they want to do any more mandates or vaccine requirements or whatever, because they've created an avenue where kids don't have to go into the school building to have school session. So I think that's pretty much out. They can't make it $1 billion industry in the sense that they thought it was going to be repetitively for the insurance and government. So no, it's not going to be talked about just as much.
That shit is weird.
It's just wild how this stuff is playing out. And
yeah,
you're right. We got to be prepared.
Yeah, you never can tell. You never can tell. I don't want to stay too serious too long because I got a couple of things I want to address. Some a little more serious than others. But we also spoke about this last weekend. Grizz kind of made his little jokey jokes about your girl Sherry Shepherd, who was standing there for Wendy Williams. Right. And now the network has made the announcement that they will be ending the Wendy Williams show and starting up Sherry Shepherd's talk show. So it all ended well for Sherry Shepherd. She went on, she did her thing, but the same thing happened with Nick Cannon. He was on the Wendy Williams show as the guest host for quite a bit, and then boom, we saw Nick Cannon pop up with his own show. So same thing happened with Sherry Shepherd. So I think it's a good thing for Black people in Hollywood right now. They are staying paid, they staying employed, they making moves, they doing things they never did before. So I'm gonna say shout out to Black Hollywood right now. Give them a round of applause.
Black Hollywood.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, because even when it came down to they were suffering her.
It's the Black people in Hollywood that's getting their shows. Just
because even then, they was like what she's saying with the Sherry Shepherd thing. They was trying to get Sherry to just like replace Wendy on her show, and she said Wendy is not replaceable. Wendy is a queen, and that can never be done. And so,
so she was showing her solidarity as a Black woman to another Black woman.
Yeah. She refused.
Okay, let's get that a round of applause.
Yeah. Talk about shout out to Black women. Let's shout out those two because we know of Wendy Williams to be of much shade, honey, and she hasn't thrown any during this time where she's been sick and shut in and on the prayer list of some of our local Sunday churches. But what I'm trying to say is, if the Queen of Shade didn't throw no shade, she had to been doing something good. So kudos to Sherry Shepherd. Speaking of celebrity reality TV, I also want to say congratulations to the Brat, and Jessica Dupart. They just recently tapped the knot and are expecting their first addition to their new family. So kudos to those two lovebirds. We've seen them on reality television. The Brat also is part of the Radio 1 network, and Grizz is just beside himself with the anxiety about these folks' relationship that he ain't even a part of. You ain't even got to be a part of what they got going on, Grizz. So I don't like your reaction.
Okay. I just gotta say it. You do not
gotta say it. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Hold on.
Please help me with this.
But then two doing what they're doing, but I'm just so disappointed in the Brat. I know she still like wood. I'm just gonna say it out
Please
there.
help me with this schmuck.
I don't care.
Thank you.
I
Please
don't care.
stop. Stop.
don't
That's
care.
that woman's sexual preference.
All
Stop. Grizz, stop. You're gonna have hate mail. Stop it.
Please help me with this schmuck.
You know what I'm talking about? But
Grizz, don't wake up tomorrow with hate mail. Don't be canceled.
no,
Don't be a part of the cancel
stop
culture.
that.
Trick
Y'all didn't
face.
let me finish.
Cancel your ass.
Y'all didn't let me finish. Y'all didn't let me finish. I've always thought the brat was fine.
She don't give a damn. She not even into you. She
I'm not
don't care
talking to
what
you.
you thought.
I'm just telling you. I know that. I'm just telling you why I feel the way I do. I'm always gonna have the brat in my head. What do you like? What do you like? The Tyrese.
Anyway, we gonna move it right along because we not doing this with Grizz. He the
So
Y'all,
even
for the fellas out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's the brat. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm just cut Grizz off. But look what I just seen, just even still within that realm, right? So it says the Texas Governor Greg Abbott directs states agencies to investigate youth gender reassignment surgery and puberty blocking medications as form of child abuse.
Yep.
Say what? He's against that. That's what he's saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said
give him a round of applause.
Child abuse.
Give him a round of applause.
Okay, I will say, as a personal opinion, I too do believe that any altering hormonal drug that is introduced to any persons under the age of 18, yes, should be viewed as some form of child abuse and or endangerment. Even at 18, you don't have the capability to make sound decisions about what's going to be going on with you for the next 50 years or so. Realistically, we all know we are over 30. Are we not? All of us? Yes. You didn't really get no real damn sense till you was just about 30 any damn way. So doing something permanent to yourself before you're 18 and or 21, I think, yes, I agree with the Texas government, which I seldom do. Y'all don't write this down on your history books or nothing, but for one time, I'm agreed with Texas because I hate those racist sons of bitches.
I'm agreeing too. I'm like, but it was just weird that we was just talking basically something similar to that, and then that just popped up. I was like, wow, but I but Grizz, that's a grown ass lady. She got sound mind. She over in her 30s. She knows what she's doing.
Listen, I don't knock anybody's sexual preference. So like I said, congratulations to her and her new wife on her soon-to-be new family. Her and Odell Beckham Jr. Also, him and his girlfriend have just welcomed his new bundle of joy into the world. I'm sure that's going to be one fine baby. If it's anything like his mom and daddy, it's going to be one good-looking little baby. Them some nice-looking folks. And so I'm sure they made a nice-looking baby. So congratulations to them as well. I want to say, now Grizz is a Meg the Stallion hater in my book, by my definition. If I had to say a definition of a Megan the Stallion hater, I'm just saying I might put a picture of Grizz up there. I'm just saying.
I tell myself. So go ahead and
I'm just saying.
Go ahead and tell your
But what I would say is that it seems to be that her Meg's in the headlines just period point blank. All the niggas is coming for Meg. She doing something right because these niggas keep coming for her in the wrong way. She ain't sent for these niggas, okay? So she reportedly has released tweets and Instagram of her and Tory Lanez conversations after the shooting incident that he denies. However, he is apologizing in these messages. And the question is posed, why are you apologizing if you did nothing wrong? Okay. That's from Megan's style. Oh, look at Grizz. He can't wait. He can't wait to add his 2 cents. Did I say he was a Megan Thee Stallion hater? Look, he can't even barely keep it together because he had to say
You keep talking negative about one. You didn't say what you said
He
about the
doing that the whole
relationship with
time.
him and the Kales girl. And like I said, when it first broke, I told everybody it's gonna play out just like it's playing out. There was a video of her at that party with Tory Lanez, Kylie Jenner, or whoever that girl is, and the girl in the car, the Kels, right? You can see Megan in the pool, and she talked on the phone, and she irritated in the mother sucker about Tory Lanez. I guess he was trying to get some nookie, and she wasn't feeling it right there. She was Google-eyed dealing with the Kylie Jenner girl. That bring in the other girl. So that's what he said he apologized for, because he got caught screwing 2 best friends, her and her. So that's what.
Well, we don't know if that's true, Grizz, but you so quick to jump on and eat up anything damn Tory Lanez say, like y'all just hung out last week.
Because
that's not damn true.
It makes common sense.
So what? So what? You wasn't there. You don't know. Did you hang out with Tory? Or are you friends with Megan? Do you even know Kels? No, you don't.
Said that she did not
see. She one of them haters that she was talking about online. Because guess what? A whole nother grown man gonna jump online trying to be a Megan Thee Stallion. Everybody want to hate on Megan. Everybody.
Ooh, you a Tory Lanez hater. You a Tory Lanez hater.
No, you know what? You know what the funny thing is I actually really like Tory Lanez music. I've never said anything negative about Tory. Let me tell you something. I've never said anything negative about Tory. What I said is you can't discredit what she said happened to her because we weren't there. And allegedly, a lot of things were taking place. Allegedly, a lot of niggas that got some booty they never got. Allegedly, women always be bitter and mad over a best friend or a nigga that moved on. Allegedly, it is the perfect scenario to pitch out there when you've done your dirt and you want to play victim. That's what you call throw your rocks and hide your hand, because it's the typical female scenario. So yeah, it sounds believable.
She really hates Tory Lanez. She really hates Tory Lanez, and she didn't even give me a chance. She didn't even give me a chance to finish what I was going to say.
You a grown man, he a grown man, she a woman. Y'all not protecting us black women, but y'all always want us to stand up and defend y'all. And when it come down to it, y'all not protecting that black woman, that black woman. Y'all not protecting her. But as soon as a nigga get shot by the police, we gotta stand up and hold up signs and protest. Get the hell out of here.
Look at her. And they don't even know Megan. They don't even know Megan. And their head is bobbing. Y'all head is bobbing in unison. You know what I'm talking about? It's Black History Month, and black women showing how to stand together. Y'all stand together. Let the church say amen. Stand together.
No, because if we was talking about the police just shot this black man, everybody be on a black man's side, running, hold your signs up. But now a black man is being accused of shooting a black woman, and y'all instantly y'all saying this black woman did something to provoke being shot by another black man.
On a serious note, what I said was that what I believe happened is that whatever happened in her head. It might not have been played out that way, but in her mind, that's the way it played out. So I give her that. Alleged, like you said, but just from the story, from the timeline, and just how things.
I'm gonna just say, in the defense of a black man, you would run with the scenario that it was anger, it was animosity between her.
Shot her. If it made sense to me. If it makes sense,
Chris, that's why it don't make sense to you. That's why it don't make sense to you, because you're a black man looking at it from a black man's perspective.
I wouldn't
take yourself out of the snenario. It very well could have been that he was upset and or
just wrong. I need it. We got a boxing sound. Ding ding. Hey, go.
This is why we gotta get in the studio. This is the whole reason why we gotta get back in the studio. Because
she all in my face over there. She could have came up with another side.
There we go. Yeah. Go. Hey, back at it.
Anyway.
Continue. Carry on. Like,
it's cool. It's cool.
Like, shit.
But let's switch it up. We still on rap though. We're gonna let Tory Lanez and Megan, we're gonna play it out, and however the scenario comes out, whichever it is, whichever person is right, the person gonna say, I gotta say,
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. And we apologize for nothing, but she was correct.
anyway, I just gotta wait a minute while we talking about these black women. Y'all, sad tragedy that did happen. I don't know if y'all are aware, if anybody follows the pageant world, but Miss Alabama Zoe Sozo, she has reportedly fallen from a building in Miami at the age of 27, and has been reportedly.
That's the girl that. Oh, okay. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've seen that. That's sad.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened Friday.
So, do y'all think rap is gonna be around any time soon? Because they showed Kodak Black getting shot at a Justin Bieber party.
It was a Justin Bieber after party, and Kodak Black did speak out on it and say it wasn't anything that was premeditated. It wasn't any beef. It was just, well, you know, he got to save face anyway, because he ain't supposed to be in no trouble around no guns or nothing. So he got to play his position.
Yeah, but somebody shot at him again.
But before everybody went to the Super Bowl, because I seen a post on Facebook that was somebody from Cali, and it literally gave a whole list of things like not to do when you were out of towner and you come into Cali. So keep in mind, I can't even think one of the celebrities had even warned all the celebrities, like, y'all coming to Cali, y'all need to be careful out here, because they.
Oh yeah, that was Ice-T. Yeah, Ice-T got on, but the LAPD had already released a tweet that said, if you're not a resident of California, you are coming here at your own risk, because we do not have the police force to police every, area. So basically, I mean, they robbing people. Y'all remember when it first started, they was robbing people as they sat outside of local restaurants. Now they come in the restaurant and rob your ass in front of a whole restaurant full of folks, and don't nobody do shit. Everybody sit there, eat their food, and mind their business. Like I don't see no evil. My name Biddy, and I ain't in it. And I don't know. Them niggas should have tucked their jewelry in a little harder before they came in here. But I ain't seen shit.
What? I don't want to go there.
That's why I was like, you know what? As bad as I want to go and see the Bengals play in Miami, I'm like, I ain't going to. I mean, in LA, I ain't going, because they ain't playing down there. The West Coast is crucial, and he wasn't lying. It's the gang capital of the whole world. They got what I think 150,000 active gang members right now. Active.
So what do y'all think about Snoop Crip walking out on the Super Bowl? What you just said right there. What do you think about that? I thought that was crazy, man. But he just set tripped on the whole freaking world. You just said it.
I think right now, Crip walking is not seen as a gangster thing. I think now the world views it more as of an entertainment dance kind of thing, because Tiffany Haddish does the same thing. She Crip walk everywhere she go. She stay Crip walking. She gonna bust out a Crip where you ain't never seen Tiffany Haddish at a public event, something that was a little more laid back.
That's the whole point, but does it make it good? It's like a slap in the face. It's the biggest, you just said the gang capital of the world. Wisdom took out more of our people, and it's still taking out more of our people. I'm trying to get that guy Charles, what's the name, on here, who's been talking about what we're talking about, but saying it like it be said. Yeah, everybody's doing the Crip walk, this, that, and the third, But you got people.
It's just like twerking. It's just like twerking. It's only bad because black people doing it. White girls get on stage, and when Girls Gone Wild was a thing, nobody was talking about how detrimental that was to the community and blah, 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 blah. Black women came out with twerking. Oh my God, we the scum of the earth. Stop it. I'm not playing into this black people doing bad shit scenario. When a white boy get on stage and dance with no rhythm, making the whole white community look stupid as hell. Don't nobody say nothing about that.
But with that crip walking, that
this shit goes back to like Madonna.
Representing the death of our people.
Grizz.
You so
stop.
evil.
Stop with that self-hate bullshit. This is not the Black Panther Party. Stop it.
That's the freaking problem right there. And that's why these people get crip walking and dancing around on TV like it ain't nothing. Because of niggas like you. Niggas
but you screaming niggas. You dropping nigga bombs. Every other word you say. But this man been wrong for crip walking. Boy, if you don't get a grip, you is ripped. Now you know what's more fucked up than that. You know.
Niggas are flash.
You'll call a nigga, but a nigga better not crip walk on the NFL halftime show.
You know what I'm talking about? The case is the whole family. Play that for me one more time. Can you play that for me? Can you? Hey, man.
Nah, knock it off. That was for you, Negro. Can you please help me with this money?
Please help me with this money.
What do you need it?
Grizz, you sitting up here. You sitting up here finna do that. You know what it's called, right? A hypocrite. Stop it.
No,
knock
I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm not being a hypocrite. I made a post about it. I talked about it, like I said, I was talking about myself about it. Affiliations and so forth. But there's got to be a time where we as a people got to say no.
Listen, that man promoted no violence. That man promoted no gang activity. His dance.
Do you know what the crip walk, what he was doing right there? Do you know what that is? That's what I'm saying. You don't know what it is. What he did is shit it on the world. For real. They didn't turn this like it's supposed to be good. It's not. When you doing this and doing that, you was Xing out your enemies. You letting I ain't talk.
Look at it.
Not only Crip gang members do the Crip walk though. Regular people.
That's the problem. Do you know people get killed from? Never mind.
Grizz, you sound old as shit. I'm just gonna say that. But even speaking of the Crip walk, since the Super Bowl, Dr. Dre hit 1 billion views after the Super Bowl.
Well, of course. Listen, that was the whole point when people was like, oh, that you don't get paid for doing the Super Bowl. Of course you do. You don't get paid by the NFL, but you definitely damn get paid because it creates a whole revenue of money. So if you set your pre-Super Bowl shit up, entertainment-wise, business-wise, you made plenty of money because what was you gonna do? I sell all kind of paraphernalia. You was gonna come out with all kind of you would have did you probably could have hit $1 million just in promotions because you was gonna be on the Super Bowl. Period.
They get paid. He's getting paid from YouTube. All of his songs for years that nobody was listening to. Once he hitting 1 billion views, he's literally getting checked YouTube check.
I'm talking about the reason why they getting paid.
Now his shit is on a whole nother level.
Conspiracy theory. It's in your face.
If he was tapped into his royalties, Dr. Dre is really smart. So if he was tapped into his royalties, he definitely getting paid. You know, so it was definitely a beneficial. I'm gonna just be honest. Did y'all enjoy the halftime show?
I was bartending through it, but I did. I thought
it was kind of all over the place. But you know what? Somebody else that told me, they said I didn't get a chance to watch it. I just was able to listen to it, and I thought they sound good. Yeah, they did sound good. But the actual show, why they call it a halftime show, had you been watching?
No, as far as the show, let's talk about the show.
Hold on. Let's talk about the show. I want to hear her opinion, Grizz. Hold on.
I just thought that was all over the place as part of, like he said, you had Snoop doing the Crip walk. You had Mary J, you know, she's always in her own world. I think it was too many styles going on at one time for me as far as how they presented the halftime show. Because of, I think, the way they did camera work, how it was one person, zoom in, this scene, zoom out, this, that. Like, I was like, what? I'm more confused than entertained because it's not really, it wasn't presented as a show. It was nice audio.
Okay, at least you being honest about that part.
It was probably more so like the camera, the crew, like, and whoever produced it, because you got to think even bigger. The one thing I did appreciate about the Super Bowl, on top of it being Cincinnati, when I'm working. First of all, I work in a majority white place, and it's majority older white people. Like, so I'm the main black bartender in that mug, and it's only one other girl, but she don't work as much as me. So for me to be there and watch the whole Super Bowl just start off from even the national anthem.
So you was the only Negro in the place?
Huh?
You was the only Negro in the place?
I cannot stand Grizz.
Yeah, she be over there. Oh, I know where you be at. They say they got a good fish sandwich and stuff over there, from what I heard.
Hey, you need to come see me. I work tomorrow from 2:30 to close. You need to come and eat real quick. But the thing
they said that
during the Super Bowl,
peep that out.
I'm the only
because
black.
I know exactly where you at. Don't try and knock it out. Was you the only Negro in there watching the Super Bowl? And did they watch the halftime show with you all the way together? Was they still walking over there?
So first of all, why are they complaining when the girls are singing? They was complaining when Janae Aiko was singing the national anthem. They mad. And I said, hold on. So I stopped the bar. I said, hold on. What you ain't gonna do? I called the person out. I said, what you ain't gonna do? That's my girl. He talking about, well, they should have had a country singer sing it because she ain't singing it the way. I said, she's singing it her way, and that's how she sings. He's talking about, well, they shouldn't have had her sing it. I said, well, they did. Boop. It's over. Fuck you, man. Motherfucker. Like, because they white, so I got to be just like on some other shit without going off. But I knew where he was headed, but he knew that I was black and he couldn't say nothing about it. Right. You feel me? But what he really wanted to say, he didn't say. And I felt the energy. So then, when I started realizing that every performer was black except for Eminem, I said, hold on, we adopted him, so he one of us too, so y'all saw that.
He the one that took a knee on their ass, so he did the most racist shit in their eyes any damn way.
They was mad.
They was mad?
They was mad. Eminem took a knee.
They was mad because the whole performance was really black people. And when the other girl came on and she was singing the country, they said the country singer, I can't remember her name, but she sung the national anthem, and the other national anthem, whatever, and she was a black country singer. They was shocked. I heard, they was like, she's a country singer? Gotcha, bitch. It's all about us this time. Y'all mad? They was mad. And they couldn't say, I told my friend, I felt like walking down the middle of my bar like this, y'all, like for real, because they had me on that. They had me on that. And
that was like when Beyonce headlined Coachella, and there had never been a black headline ever at the venue of Coachella before Beyonce did it. They was equally mad about that, but Coachella is, if you're not into the music, segment, you don't care. The NFL is like it's America's big thing. So you have every type of genre watching the Super Bowl. So yeah, they was very, very, very upset. And I'm gonna tell you how upset they was. How many news channels did you see reporting on the halftime show the next day?
Boy, none.
But then even think, because what they have been doing, what I've noticed, this even why I was so proud, because for years I watched the Super Bowl, whatever. And I've always tried to see them have a black person, but they'll try to soften the blow by having a white motherfucker there. So this even goes now to Janet Jackson, which is Janet fucking Jackson. She's a motherfucking icon. She's Michael Jackson's sister. She definitely don't, even though I love Justin Timberlake, she do not need, and now it's one thing if she said, oh, like, I know they really planned that shit, like Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. That wasn't no, like, she was performing and she just decided to bring a friend. You know what I mean? They ain't never just let us just have us from the beginning to the end. Like, we just ran this shit. Y'all, it's going to be hella people. It's hella people that was mad about that.
Yeah.
Hella. And that's why, even coming down to, let me ask y'all about this. How did y'all feel about them fat shaming 50 Cent? Because I'm like, the nigga look good to me. I'm like, he looked better than he ever looked.
Oh, I didn't give a damn about that. 50 Cent got something to say about everybody. The hell with him. I ain't care nothing about them fat shaming his mean ass. 50 Cent mean as hell. He talks about every damn body.
Fat shaming 50 Cent.
No, they wasn't. They be going in on 50 since the Super Bowl, like, over the whole social media. Like, get on Instagram.
It was funny because I'm fat too.
Yeah, he gets on social media and talks about every damn body. So I guess it's about time he got what he had coming. Shit, the hell with him. Any damn way. They didn't give a damn when they was fat shaming Lizzo big ass. So who gives a damn?
I was just sick with it, like, cause they showed him hanging, cause Ivory.
I got 2 years that I'm doing this podcast.
They showed that nigga hanging upside down looking like a retired stripper.
Have you been seeing the TikToks of people making
fat shaming right now on GRIZZBIZMY2SENSE?
Oh, we just telling you what people was That's all we telling.
Y'all crazy. Y'all nuts. Yes, sir.
Man, he rich. He can handle
it. I seen this one nigga. He was hanging upside down outside, and he was like, "This how 50 looked at Super Bowl." And every time he looked up, he was like, "Go!" He eating a piece of chicken. He had a bucket of chicken and shit. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, wow. Okay, ladies. All righty.
I'm gonna say this. I said to myself, they had to redo that part of the video. Why they didn't redo another part of the video or something? Why?
Didn't y'all just start this segment about not fat shaming?
I didn't say don't fat shame. I don't give a damn what kind of shaming you do. You might be fat shaming me. Who gives a damn? But I'm gonna laugh if it's funny.
I'm so sick of you. And then you get on me. But I enjoyed today's show, man. That was fun. We had fun today. I'm talking about for the cause for all of us. You remember? Like Black Queens over there. It is so funny how this conversation started off and went full circle, and there's so many layers to it, and each person has a different view of the layer and where they fit in and fit out. You know what? But we're gonna do it again next week, y'all. I don't know what we're gonna do next week, man. I'm trying to find somebody to come on the show, but I have fun with y'all too. But
I've been having a lot of people asking me to be on the show, but I mean, shit gotta make sense to me.
It gotta make sense to me.
And that's my whole thing. It's gotta make sense. I'm not finna sit here and talk to nobody about back in the day when they was dealing their highest numbers of drugs. I mean, you know, the interview has to be meaningful. It has to be positive. We gotta have something, you know, a product.
That's what else. I told the motherfucker, I said, even if we ain't interviewing, we got a number. You can always
call in.
I mean, hey,
everybody go
it gotta be an official interview, but it can turn into that.
You two girls just hang on for the ride, and make sure y'all, strap in, because we gonna get there. I'm telling you, we are being seen. Just because they don't show it, I've been told we are being seen. So It is.
Hey, I know we been seeing Grizz. Hella niggas been requesting me. I'm getting like 30 nigga requests a day since I started being on the show. I'm like,
it ain't because Grizz, it's because of that purple lipstick, the Laker lipstick you got on. And then them fashion plate pictures you be posting, you like this. And fact, those are your Jack John Black House or wherever the modeling school you went to. Some of those I be peeping them, you know. I told her, look at her. I said, look at that smile on her. She tell me, well, she know what she doing, don't you? I mean, you ain't no different either. You over there with yours too. I said, okay, all right now. Keep up with the Joneses. Keep up with the Joneses. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here, y'all, and we're gonna get back to y'all next week. As we always say, we always say, don't be stuck on stupid.
And relaxed on dumb.
See y'all next week.
Me too.
Niggas do the most when they ain't got shit. I was chillin' back in the crib.
Nobody got nothing on us. You're locked in to the greatest station. GRIZZBIZ, my 2 cents.
He was raised that way. Papa sister shit bumpin'. I was born to race. Wrist whipping, nothing different, just a suit and a flip. Sin City, he was selling shit. It is what it is. Call bodies at the party. Hey, fell in the grave. Rest up. Eyes up when I skate. Kid push.